did you get into looping? What did it bring to your music?
Oh man. So I don't know. I think I was trying to think of when exactly I learned about looping being a thing. And it might have been, the advent of like Ableton and then seeing guitar loopers doing their thing. Yeah. And I had seen tons of videos in the early, 2010s or what have you, I want to say, and maybe even before then. But it wasn't until I saw some videos and then I saw Elise Trouw and her video where she did the Foo Fighters with it escapes me. But when she did that video, that mashup, and she was live looping with no hands, I was like, okay, I got to figure that out.
Yeah,
I got to figure that out.
Completely amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really, really amazing. So I was kind of already doing it a little bit as much as I could with, I guess, a DAW. I didn't use Ableton. I wasn't an Ableton user, so I didn't really know how it worked.
You and me both.
Yeah. That was kind of a thing about Ableton. It's kind of an enigma. If you knew, you knew. If you didn't, then you kind of just left it alone.
Yeah, the spreadsheet.
Yeah, exactly. So, so I was trying to figure that out. And then I found some other apps that I would use to loop. And I did some saxophone loops that are on my other YouTube page with my saxophone stuff. And that was kind of working out a little bit. And then, I had seen Loopy HD and I played around with it. And for some reason, it was something that kept me from really tapping in with it. I can't remember what it was, if maybe it was just trying to connect all my instruments or something. It was just like one little thing. But Loopy Pro came out and that just kind of blew the doors like wide open for me. And I was like, oh, wait, this is it. This is the ultimate solution. Because
that's great.
I was also like thinking about doing a hardware loopers and stuff like that. But I was like, man, I don't know. So I just never got into the hardware. Like I don't have any hardware loopers.
Right. Yeah.
So,
so was it an instant click with Loopy Pro? Or did it take a while before it felt natural? What was the process of getting into it?
Yeah. So I had used Loopy HD a little bit, and it was working out. And I mean, that was kind of straightforward, to me,
pretty simple.
I don't read the manual. I'm that type of person.
You and me both.
So it has to be intuitive for me to use it. So for me to jump into Loopy Pro, and just kind of go really deep dive into it, it was intuitive to me, there were some things I had to read up on probably, but, for the most part, it was intuitive. And now I think I remember what it was about Loopy HD that I didn't jump in. And I think it was the fact that I couldn't use AUV3s.
Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty limiting.
Yeah. Exactly. So that had
plugins are everything.
And honestly, AUV3 was just on the cusp of developing and becoming its own thing anyway. So it was still relatively new for it because I was like really into iOS music apps at the time. So once Loopy Pro came out and I knew, hey, I can use all my AUV3s with it and I don't have to do, another app and then another app just to loop inside of that app. I can essentially do everything in Loopy Pro. That was it, and I just kind of just dove into it. But yeah, it was relatively easy for me, but I have a different type of mindset, but I think most people would be able to jump into it, like, start with a single loop and, kind of get the feel of how looping goes. Cause I think you do have to understand how loopers work and how, that sort of thing. So.
Yeah. For anyone watching who hasn't played with a looper or with Loopy Pro, how would you explain what it lets you do, compared to whatever else is out there?
Yeah. So Loopy Pro allows a free flowing of musical ideas in that, you can set a tempo, record your loop, and it's automatically going to start looping. I don't have to stop or anything like that. It just kind of goes. And so that frees you up to just go on to some new idea, add it on top, you know, and that's the way I like to compose. It's like really free flowing and fast. And that's really the big advantage to it for me, is just getting ideas out. Now, I just happen to use it to recreate songs in this kind of free flowing type of way, but that's really the power of Loopy Pro.